guys, Harry here from SNS Multimedia. Today we'll be talking about multiple step problems. Multiple step problems means a normal problem, but you have to solve multiple problems to get that answer. That sounds confusing, but it basically means if the question was 50 minus 20 plus 3, first you would do 50 minus 20. 50 minus 20 equals 30, and as our first problem. And now, for the second problem, plus 3. 30 plus 3 equals 33. That's how we got 33 for our answer. That's multiple step problems. And our lesson objective for today is to learn and understand how to solve multiple step problems. If you didn't understand it there, I'll talk about it more in the lesson. And let's do some practice. Like I said before, multiple step problems are just normal problems, except they have multiple steps in it to get one answer. Like I said before, it's kind of in the name. But first thing we're going to do some problems. Here are the problems right here. Oh, you can't see them. Right here. I hope you can see my mouse now. But this is practice 1 out of practice 2. Out of 2 practices. Practice 1 is easier, but this is just a little intro for practice 2. So for the first question, we have Alex and Mike want to buy a computer together. The computer cost $150. Alex has $136, while Mike has a $50 bill. Do they have enough? If so, how much left over do they have? So first thing we're going to do in this multiple step problem, as our first step, we're going to do 136 plus 50, right? So 136 plus 50, 6 plus 0 equals 6. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 186 as our answer. Then we have to subtract 150 because that's how we find out how much is left, how much left over they have. So 186 minus 150 equals 136, because 6 minus 0 equals 6, and 8 minus 5 equals 3. 36 is our answer. For the second question, it's May and Molly are racing. Molly runs 17 laps, while May runs 12 more than Molly. May wants to know how many laps they ran in total. So if Molly runs 17 laps, May runs 12 more. So May runs 17 or 12 more than 17. So 17 plus 12 equals 29, because 7 plus 2 and 1 plus 1. So 29 plus 17 is the last thing we have to do. So, oh gosh. Oh no. 17 plus 29 equals, let's figure it out. 7 plus 9 equals 16. 1, 2 plus 2 equals 4. 46 laps in all. For the third question, we have Max and Brian are painting their house. Each wall has 30 square feet, and Max does 7 walls, while Brian does 14. How many square feet do they paint in all? So this one's a little harder. So first thing we're going to do 7 times 30, because that's how many square feet are in 7 walls. So first, if you know your multiplication facts, you can just do this. 7 plus or times 3 equals 21. But if you add, since it's 30, you add another 0 at the end. So 21 plus 0 plus adding a 0 on the end is 210. So that's what 730 is. 7 times 30. So we have 210. Then we have 14 times 30. We can do the same thing again. So 14 times 3, we can't do, it's hard to do it off the top of your mind. So you have to do 3 times 4 equals 12, and 3 times 10 equals 30. So 30 plus 12 equals 42. So that's what we have. It has 42 so far. But since this 3 is actually a 30, we add a 0 on the end, and that becomes 420. So now we just add these two together for our final answer. So 210 plus 420 equals 0, 3, 6. 630 as our final answer. Now we should do the harder ones. These are the harder ones. They're practice 2. So the first question is, Sally and John are pouring lemonade for their grade. There are 84 kids in their grade, and they have 7 pitchers for 7 classes. So that means there's 1 pitcher per class, with 36 cups in every pitcher. So that means there's 36 cups in for every class. How many cups of lemonade should each child get? So let's find out how many kids are in each classes, or how many kids are in every class. So 84 divided by 7. So if you know your math facts, 7 times what equals 84? 7 times 12. So that's our answer, 12, for our first question. So there are 12 kids in each class. And since there's 36 cups in each class, 36 divided by 12 equals 3 cups for every kid. 36 divided by 12 equals 3 cups. And that's our answer for number 1, 3 cups for every kid. Remember to label. For the second problem of the practice 2, Bob and Sam are riding bikes and have a goal of a total distance of 2,000 feet. Bob bikes 829 feet, while Sam bikes 967 feet. Did they meet their goal? If not, how much longer do they have to go? So, first thing to find if they met their goal or not, we add 967 plus 829. This is a big one. But 7 plus 9 equals 16. So you put a 6 there, then a 1 over here. Then 1 plus 6 equals 7. Then 7 plus 2 equals 9. Now we have 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 equals 17, and that's how we get 1,796 for how long they biked. So 1,796 is less than 2,000. So they didn't meet their goal. And to find how much longer they have to go, we have to subtract 2,000 minus 1,796. This one we're going to do a lot of regrouping. So since 0 is too small, 0 is too small, 0 is too small, we have to regroup from this 2. So this 2 turns into a 1. This 0 turns into a 10. This 10 turns into a 9. That's a weak 9. Sorry. I'm going to do a neater 9. 9. This 0 turns into a 10. This 10 turns into a 9 again. This 0 turns into a 10. And 10 minus 6 equals 4 for our first digit. Then 9 minus 9 equals 0. Then 9 minus 7 equals 2. Then 1 minus 1 equals 0. So we got 204 for how much longer they had to go. So 204 for our final answer. And then for our third and final question, we have Elliot and Harper are drawing. Elliot draws five paintings, while Harper draws 7 paintings, or paper, or whatever you would like. Each painting has 4 times 5 things on it. So 4 times 5 equals 20, if you know your math facts. So there are 20 things on each painting. How many things do they have altogether? So that's pretty easy. 5 plus 7 equals 12. Wow. And then that's 12 paintings altogether. Then 12 times 20. Let's figure it out. 12 times 2 equals 24. And 24 with a 0 on the end is 240. So we get 240 for our final answer. On to problem time. It's the part where you pause on your own and do it yourself with like a piece of paper and pencil. Or just do it by yourself, mentally. So, number one is 98 times 2 plus 28. Number 2, 67 minus 52 times 3. Number 3, 12 times 5 minus 37. I will pause so you can pause the video and do it by yourself. And I'm going to go over them after I'm done. But first, when you finish, before I go over them, post your answer. Or not your answer, sorry, your score down below. Not your answer, so don't spoil it for future viewers. So it's like 2 out of 3, or like 1 out of 3, or 3 out of 3, or whatever you want. But that's it. So I'm gonna give you time to pause. Now, I'm gonna reveal the answers. Here are the answers. So, number 1 is 224. Number 2 is 45. Number 3 is 23. So let's do number 1. 98 times 2 equals, since 8 times 2 equals 6, plus that 1. 8 times 2 equals 16, sorry. And then 2 times 9 equals 18, plus 1 equals 196. So now we add 196, or add 28 to 196. And 6 plus 8 is 14. And then 1 plus 9 equals 10. And 10 plus 2 equals 12. And 1 plus 1 equals 2. And we get 224 for our answer. And number 2, we got 67 minus 52. And since we subtract 7 minus 2 equals 5. And 6 minus 5 equals 1. So we get 15 times 3 equals 45. Yeah. Because 15 plus 15 is 30, plus another 15 is 45. That's 15 times 3. So, number 3, 12 times 5. If you know your math facts, you know this. equals 60 minus 37. So 60 minus 37 equals, let's do it. So 0 is too small, so we have to regroup. Make this 0 10. 10 minus 7 equals 3. 5 minus 3 equals 2. And that's it. 23 as our answer. Well, I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in future videos. Thank you for watching.